Hello, one and all, and welcome to another episode on the Baggers Chat YouTube channel. It is a bonus episode because obviously we uploaded one earlier today, Daffy Boy, but we are back on at 7:47 on the 9th of October because we thought we would jump on because there is some big news, and we said it. We knew it was coming. We just knew that there would be one day we would do an episode and say that if we come on later on in the day, it's because there's some big news, and there is huge news that has come out. It is to do with Charlie Curnow. So Geelong, who looked like the outsider, and it looked like probably Sydney was the only real chance to secure Curnow's services in 2026. If not, he was probably going to stay Carlton. Yep. Geelong have thrown a big play to secure Charlie Curnow. So I'll put it straight up on the ticker right here, right now. And it's Cats have offered 3 first-rounders for Charlie Curnow. And then I'll go straight into what it actually is. So it's pick 19, 2026 first rounder, and 2027 first rounder. So for people who don't know why the 2027 first round is involved in this draft, this is the first time that they've actually allowed multiple years past the next year. Instead of it just being a future first, it can now be a future first, as they are saying, Daffy Boy. But I'll throw straight to you, mate. I don't think we'll have to spend too much time on this video, but we will just speak about this right here, right now, because this will be a bit of a bonus episode. But we thought as soon as we heard the news, we want to come straight on. So what's your first thoughts on this?
Yeah, I was actually sitting at work and got the notification, the Cal to me notification, and said breaking news, Charlie Curnow something. I was like, because it didn't give me much. It was like on my lock screen. I'm sure a lot of people had the same situation. And I was like, oh fuck, what's this? But yeah, has it caught me by surprise? I'm not sure. I think we kind of knew that Geelong were going to give some sort of offer. It might be their best offer, I think. And I know I'd say a majority of people, including myself, I would probably politely decline for now. It's tough when you think about it because you go 3 firsts and, you're not giving anything in return. So it's never happened before. The trade with Jeremy Cameron was 3 first rounders, but they got a pick back in going the other way. So it'll be a first of its kind, like you touched on with the 2 years in advance futures. But yeah, my initial thoughts I was a bit like, in my head, I'm going, yes, take it. And then now I'm kind of, and then I was kind of thinking, well, those first rounders, Pato, like they're not going to be that good. If Geelong are top 8 for the next 2 years.
Exactly right.
Like they're going to be at best pick 14, 15, 16. And they'll come top 4 and they'll finish in prelim finals. So it'll be, pick 17, 18. Like, is that probably worth of a Charlie? I would say no, Pato. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I would say it right here, right now. I think this draft, a lot of clubs are realizing that it isn't as strong as past drafts. And I'm sure in the next few years, the drafts will be a little bit better. So, and also we are getting pick 19. Like, it's not like it's a pick 5. Like, we're getting pick 19, which is kind of borderline a second rounder. And then we're getting a 2026 first rounder, which would most likely be around the same sort of pick, like a pick 19 or pick 20. And as we've always said, this pick 19 won't be pick 19. We won't pick a player at pick 19. No. We'll pick a player at probably 25, 26 because there's so many academy players that will be taken before pick 19. So I completely agree. I'm a bit like, because if we aren't accepting the 3 first rounders, I am so happy if I'm Carlton and a Carlton supporter because we are holding firm.
Yes.
And it's fantastic. And I think this is something that we've been really unsure about and quite nervous about because we want to make sure that Carlton actually hold Charlie and whoever comes at us, doesn't matter which club it is, whoever comes at us with the best deal, we are doing we will be doing a deal with that club. And it doesn't I don't really care where Charlie wants to go. I don't care if his preference is to go to Geelong and to play with his best mate, his business partner, Bailey Smith, and have a kick on a beautiful Thursday afternoon on an oval with a dog. I don't really care about that shit. I would rather you go to Sydney in unfamiliar surroundings. You probably wanted to go to Sydney, had had a meeting with the coach, probably realized, oh yeah, I don't really want to go here now. I now want to go to Geelong. And then you're saying, well, now Carlton is here thinking, well, it's now up to us now, Charlie. You're putting us in a very shit position. It's now up to us now. And whoever, I don't care if it's West Coast as well. If West Coast come at us saying, I don't think I'll be accepting her. But I'm just thinking, I'm so glad and so happy and so proud as well that Carlton might actually say, yep, we appreciate the offer. This is the first actual offer towards Charlie, but we declined. So kind of to reset about this whole 3 first rounders. So what, like, now that we might actually not accept this, if you were Nick Austin and the list management team, what would you be kind of satisfied with Geelong? Like, I personally think it would have to be a player and probably a deal like this. Like, it probably would be a 3 first rounders and maybe Neil on top. Well, it's pretty crazy to say that, but I'm just reckon we need to use these picks because we can then throw 3 first rounders.
Yes.
Daffy Butters, Daffy boy.
Yes.
So to you, what's your kind of thoughts on that?
That was my immediate thoughts of when I was a bit like, oh, yeah, take it. But then I'm also thinking to put, like, okay, so when I initially thought and I saw the news and I was like, oh, we can throw those at fucking Butters.
Yeah, Butters.
We can throw these at Butters or, package these up to get a higher pick that we could throw at Butters as well. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if Port take these. I don't know if Port take these picks just in terms of how high they are. Like that's the only issue. If there was 2 top 10 picks involved in here, I would say we'd be the front runner to get Butters in the next 5-6 days. But just in terms of the actual pick, the actual quality of the pick, I'm not sure they accept it, but maybe they do. Maybe Carlton go to Port now. This is what I would be doing if I was Nick Austin. On your question, if I was Nick Austin, I'd be giving the Port guy a call, the list manager. I think it's Jason Cripps, and I'd be going, hey, Jason, we're going to get this deal done. Well, we've just got offered this by Geelong. We want Butters. Would you accept the for Butters? And if they say no, then you don't accept the Geelong deal.
Yeah.
So that's the only way I would. Okay, that's the only way I'd accept this deal. If we knew it was leading to something, whether it's Butters or whoever, but if it was leading to Butters, I would accept it. If they, it was like a guarantee, handshake, done deal. You know how it goes. That trade happened, bang, we get Butters, bang. That'd be the only way I'd accept it. But in my opinion, I don't think if I was Port Adelaide supporter, I wouldn't be accepting that. Just in terms of the quality of picks, because they're going to be like pick 17 at best, pick 16 at best. Who knows? The Cats might drop off, but like not drop off. They're not going to drop off. You know what I mean? A drop off for the Cats is finishing 5th. But you know what I mean? Like, or losing it like in prelim instead of a grand final. But if you're a Port Adelaide situation, I don't know if you'd accept it. I hope they do. But in the other sense, if they don't accept it, Pato, like you said, give us a player on top of that. Give us a player. If you really want him, give us one more, or you go, give us a better offer. Give us one more offer and put a player involved. And just see don't say the player. Let's see what they give up. Because this is our player. They've got to dictate the terms now. If we say no to 3 first, I'm pretty sure Geelong and Sydney will know where it's at in terms of how they get it done. So it's the fun started now, Pato. Once the first offer is made, it's going to be
it's like as soon as that first offer has come out, I'm like, but so I'm also looking at, and I completely agree with everything you just said there, but now I'm looking at it from a Sydney point of view, and I'm thinking, okay, so now Geelong have officially made an offer, and if Carlton don't accept it, Sydney now need to cough up a serious offer because they are the guys who are the leading, like they really want Curnow. I think Geelong would love to have Curnow. My God, he's a superstar. But I think Geelong had probably realised, I think they're doing this purely because Curnow would rather go to Geelong. If Carlton doesn't accept this, I don't think Geelong has really much more to offer other than probably a player. And that play, like, to complete this deal, what would satisfy you? Like, would it be Neil and Neil only alongside with these picks, or is there anyone else that would really satisfy you? Because I've seen some some Lawson Humphreys as well and then also Ollie Henry. But I'm just like, that doesn't satisfy me. So is there anyone else that you would be satisfied by?
Yeah, it's, people are going to think I'm going to sound ridiculous, but I think you include those 3 picks if they're willing to give those up, and you just add Shannon Neal, and the deal's done for me. You fill in a forward need. I'm not saying he's going to be a superstar. Carlton supporters will probably think, what the fuck are you saying? Like, I understand that. He's not a fucking superstar. He's had a I'd say he's probably best season. But I think he fills a need once again, and you get the picks on top, and you can do whatever you want to do with those, and you've already got a forward that replaces Charlie. So I've got a Geelong mate who actually messaged me after the news came out, and he goes, "What are your thoughts on this?" And he goes, "Actually, don't worry about it. I'll just watch Baggers chat for your opinion." and he'll be watching right now, and I'm sure he's laughing right now as he's watching this. But he would probably think that's ridiculous, that deal. But he's a prized asset, and they've offered 3 picks. So what does a Shannon Neal on top do?
Yeah. Was that the mate that you sent a video to the other day to me? Was that the same guy?
Oh, no, wait, what's this?
What that video? I mean, you probably don't remember, to be fair, because you were probably absolutely blackout drunk, that boy. But you said,
yes,
is this the same guy?
Yes, it was. Who was saying, Jed views.
Kane Colin Duffy boy.
Yep.
Now, so I think a potential trade to complete this would be Shannon Neal on top of these 3 picks.
Yeah, I
maybe
agree.
us give up a 3rd rounder, 2nd rounder. I think Shannon Neal's probably worth a 2nd rounder.
Yeah.
So I think, I don't know if he's worth a 2nd rounder, but maybe a little bit less than a 2nd. So I think if they're also adding Shannon Neal and we give up a 2nd rounder, is that something that you would be accepting?
I'd take it. Yeah.
Yeah, I would as well.
Even if it's a future 2nd or, a future 2nd. But, I think, you'd have to kind of, that's how it kind of works, isn't it? It tends to work because they're not even asking for something back from us with this.
Yeah.
If they're if they're giving us an extra player on top, you'd think you'd give your due diligence and actually give them the round 2 pick.
Yeah. So to go back to what I was about to say earlier about Sydney. So now us including Sydney in this conversation and potentially a trade that they might have to cover a significant amount to secure Curnow like in 2026. And I know that Sydney need Curnow more than Geelong need Curnow.
They do.
Curnow. And I know what I was about to say earlier. Geelong is probably putting this offer forward because Curnow wants to go to Geelong, but Sydney would probably be more desperate to give up more. So I guess now the conversation would be, now this offer is official, and if we don't accept it, what sort of trade would you be accepting from Sydney knowing that this won't be accepted? Because I seriously think it's going to be one of these big 4s because they will be desperate. And I'm not talking about fucking Logan McDonald. I'm not talking about Joel Amadi, Duffy boy. I'm not talking about who was the other one. I think I saw another one, Ollie Florent and like 2 2nd rounders, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Maybe for Matt Cottrell that deal. I wouldn't even say yes to that.
That's a good one, actually. But I'll throw straight to you. Like your thoughts, like what trade do you think would be realistic for one? But something that's, I don't think a trade would be realistic with what Sydney give up because I think now it's going to be something significant and it probably will be unrealistic. So what trade going through, I know it's tough to ask right here, right now, but if there's anything going through your head right now about what this trade could look like from a Sydney point of view, what would it be? Okay,
so I don't usually show stuff visually on this podcast.
Oh, here we go.
And people, if they're listening in
Robbie
other
Fox.
ways,
Robbie
here
Fox.
we go. So people watching this is who has to be the first point of this trade. Like you said, if they're not accepting that, one of the big 4 has to come. And I said to you off air, this guy has not declined. His manager hasn't said anything.
Nothing. Robbie Fox. Oh, Robbie. Errol, seriously.
Goulden has to be in the deal for me now. Unless you go 2 or 3 firsts, a second, and Haywood. Maybe that's what gets it done, but they're not accepting
Swans won't
that.
be doing that. Yeah, but Swans
Yeah,
don't have those assets though. I don't. Oh well, they
I
probably
would
now
s-
do because of the future first as well.
I know Swans fans are saying Charlie's nowhere near the worth of Errol, and I think Errol's a way better player than he is at the moment.
See, I don't agree with that.
You don't agree?
I don't
Not
agree
way
in
better,
terms of
not
value.
way. Yeah, in terms of value, I think they're the same. No, the same.
Oh yeah,
I
same.
think,
Yeah, okay.
I think Errol is a better player at the moment than Curnow.
Yeah,
The value is the same because of the contract and
yeah.
the things he's done. I'm
Yeah.
not saying it in a value point, but Errol or bust now. And I would say if Errol's in that Swans team next year without Curnow, they don't win the premiership. If Charlie's in that Swans team next year, they can win the premiership.
Yeah. Yeah.
So all I say is to Chris Keane, fucking Goulden. That's all I say. And people might be thinking, oh, Daft Pato. Well, you want him or not?
Yeah.
We'll give him to the Cats then.
Daff.
We'll give him to the Cats then.
Exactly right. No, seriously, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but Sydney, that's what I'm saying. Like they will be desperate now because now there is an official offer and value around Charlie Curnow in a trade. And if Carlton don't accept it, because I feel like it's clear. I don't think Carlton will accept it. I just think that my gut feel is that, and I mean, my God, like we're all pretty like, oh well, like what else? What more would you want? It's just because of the draft this year. It's just not that strong.
Yes,
that's fine.
And there's no top 10 pick involved.
Yeah, pick 19, and it won't even be pick 9.
Well, if there was a pick 9 or something, I'd be going fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, because you can use it in a trade. I agree. It's the that's all it is. It's the quality of picks. Even in a good draft, I don't think those picks are great.
No.
I don't think they're good enough for a player like Curnow.
No, exactly right. And it will be like this from 26 and 27.
Exactly right.
That's won't drop.
Exactly right. I hope they do if they get Charlie just for karma's sake. But
exactly right.
This is where I go back to Chris Keane's comments about Haywood. You can't be getting all cocky and going, oh, no, Haywood's contracted. He's not going. Well, you're not getting Curnow then.
Exactly right.
If I was a Swans fan, I'd be giving up Haywood in a fucking heartbeat, to be honest. Like, we want Haywood, and it sounds weird that I'd say that. But if it's to get Curnow, I'd be doing it in a heartbeat. So these comments about these contracted players, blah, 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 they're not going to be involved.
You're doing it to one of ours.
It'll bite you in the ass. It'll cost you the flag, and we'll be above you next year. That's just the simple facts. So it's I know we're having a go at Chris Keane here, but if I was a Swans fan, you go, quick, let's get a fucking offer in.
Yeah, it's so fascinating, this whole situation. And now that this trade has been made this offer has been made official, now it's over the weekend. I don't think anything gets done tomorrow, but over the weekend,
it's go time.
There will be some phone calls over boy, and don't you worry, it'll be Chris Keane and Nick Austin, mate. But
Chris Keane. I mean, every time we say Chris Keane, for every dollar would be a bloody millionaires by the end of the trade period.
Actually, the person who knows this, they said it in one of our comments last night. They said, my favorite game is taking a shot when every time Pato says Daffy Boy. So let's now make it now. It's actually now Chris Keane instead of Daffy Boy. And I guarantee this guy would probably be drunk right here on our Daffy Boy. But before we wrap up this bonus video for the day, Daffy Boy, is there anything else you would like to touch on this massive talking point and story?
Yeah, I think we've both covered it well. I think your points in terms of the offer that this offer will cause Sydney. It's like a domino effect. I would think. It's like a game of tennis, Pato. I know you're a big tennis man. You have it. Geelong are serving the ball.
Yeah,
they're serving the ball down the tee, and the Swans. Well, do they return? Serve, Pato? That's going to be the big question. And yeah, I just hope it's the world's biggest bidding war, and we just sit back and just watch this murky battle just between the Swans and the Cats over our player. I just hope it just goes bang, like they're just throwing punches, punch, until we finally get the deal. I'd say we deserve as Carlton supporters. I'm not sure if Swans and Geelong fans would say the same, but we deserve it, as I have my blue-coloured glasses on.
Yeah. Would you reckon Chris Keen's a big tennis fan, Daffy boy?
I'll tell you what. If we get a good deal from the Swans, we're shouting Keeney at beer, I reckon. I'll shout him a slab. If he's listening right now, I'll shout him a slab.
If he's listening right now.
If he gives us Errol.
Oh. No, seriously, it's actually exciting. Seriously, when you mention that name, every single time in my body, I just get a little bit. My blood kind of boils. Well, not boils. it just rises, whatever the English is. But yeah, no, I'm very, very excited. But yeah, thank you for jumping on for this quick bonus episode, Daffy boy. But to every single blue bagger out there, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this YouTube channel so you don't miss a single update from the Carlton, from a Carlton perspective in the trade period, but also check out our socials as well, because that is also where we upload. But to you, Daffy boy, and to every single blue bagger out there, the baggers.